try smart money concept because I'm not that smart at all. So see this, guys? It was very easy, very simple, right? 15-minute candle close when the wick at the bottom. Next candle wick. Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We have ADP today. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at gold. See what's happening. Look at gold is consolidating. Pound yen is consolidating. I was looking at price to continue pushing down with the retest, but that retest never came. And right now, I think we're just ranging at this point. I don't see anything that would be good. I mean, so I'm just going to do a quick analysis on the 30-minute time frame here, and then we're going to continue on forward with the stream today. So right now, let's remove all analysis and let's take a look on a 30-minute. We have a support form on 30-minute. We have a bit of a resistance area right here, 1926. But if you break above this area, there's another resistance at 1928, let's say. So I think this is going to be a much more important area for price to break up. And also a break above this wick would make much more sense as well. Then we can confidently say, okay, you know what, now we're trying to move up. But at the same time, if we look at price action now, we're coming into this same consolidation area that we had earlier on. So this entire area is a no trade zone. In my eyes, that's like a no trade zone. So I'm just going to stay away from it. You know, plus also we have high volume news coming in here later on. If you go to forexfactory.com, you can see that right here. You go to calendar. Yeah, that's what we got right here today. ADP. They're looking at almost like the same numbers, so we'll see how much volume that brings in. Let's see here. Can I open an account from India? Yes. Quickly left controller effects as soon as I got notification. Thank you so much for sharing the live stream with the Gulag. Yeah, you're welcome. Why the stream's very inconsistent? Yeah, we moved days to Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursday, or Friday. So I think this is going to be streamed tomorrow. Friday I'm busy, so we're going to stream tomorrow. So it looks like this is going to be no NFP for me on Friday. All right. Looks like these zones are still valid on pound yen. This is pretty good because looking at the 30-minute time frame on pound yen, we have this resistance. All I need is a candle to close above this area, 160, let's say 410, and then we can anticipate price to continue pushing up. I mean, this is a pretty big range till like 168, and it's like a 40 pip range. You know, so I think that's going to be a very, very good opportunity because look, to the left hand side you have nothing. You have clean range. So this is the range to make money in. 44 pips. So let's just wait for that. Let's take a look on the 1 hour time frame. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is buy at 165.30. Yeah, it makes sense. Perfect. So yeah, I mean, if a candle closes within this area, I'm gonna try to go for a buy at that point to go up. What's this question over here? Hey Raja, is it not the Friday NFP which makes the market not volatile? Today's one. Anything can happen. So yeah, for ADP, I don't know. I'm not gonna use buy. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's way too early to talk about buy stops and sell stops for ADP. You know. So let's see. Haven't really taken any trades so far. So yeah, it's just a waiting game at this point. So you can see right here, I have a resistance. I'm waiting for price to kind of like, break and close above these candles. Basically, this one right here, this one right here. So I'm waiting for a candle to break and close above this area, because if you look at this price, this candle closed at this point. We had a rejection. This was bullish at one point, but it closed bearish. So this entire area, it becomes a problematic area. Oh, let me just do this. So this entire area becomes a problematic area, right? So if it's a problematic area, you need a candle to break and close above this area. If we can break and close above this area, then there's a very good probability we're going to continue pushing up. But if we don't break and close above that area, then it's just going to be very, very tough. So you can be all the cowboy you want to take a buy, and it's just going to be very, very tough at that point. So yeah, same idea goes for sells on pound yen. Even on 30-minute time frame, you can see it's just in this wild range. Yeah, look at this wild range. Even same thing, we need a candle to break and close below, what's this price, 159,700, to have an opportunity to go down. But right now there's nothing. Do you have a course on how to use magic keys? Yeah, the course is priced at $1,000, and it's going to teach you exactly how to use magic keys, since you asked. So I'm going to start making that course now. Can you remove the flashing video of flashing video? I think he's trying to give someone an epileptic attack or something. I don't know how to remove. Well, you can right click and choose stop video. I'm not sure if that's going to stop it for everyone. Oh, there we go. It stopped here for me. Alright, GG has been horrible during London. Yes, that's correct. No volume. I'd like to buy a magic key course. Awesome. We got one client so far for $1,000 course on how to use magic keys. Yes. Gotta get more people mad now. Sell courses on magic keys. Yes. $1,000. How are you? Better than I deserve. Hello, sir. I've purchased can you please fasten my order completion? It's already 18 hours so far. Okay, yeah, we'll get it done for you. Usually it takes around 24 hours. 24 hours. So, yeah, gold as well. I mean, nothing. So we'll have to wait and see what happened. Let's see what happened during London session. Let's check out the news over here. BBC News. Let's check out some BBC News here today. See what's going on in the world. See what's making the headlines here. Nothing very promising in peace talks. Russia, okay. Couple broken buildings. Russia launches new strikes after peace promise. Okay. You notice how when Russia is still doing all this, gold is not moving, right? You notice this, right? And all this now, it's not on the mainstream media, because these news, now they're getting old for the mainstream media. You know, what you see now on social media is Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. That's suddenly much more important than what it could have been and all that stuff. But all this now, this has become old news. You know, because our attention spans are very, very limited, and the media knows that if they show the same thing over and over and over again, people are just gonna not watch it anymore. So they got to change the narratives. And yeah, so I noticed yesterday a lot of people on your Insta comments were asking if it's possible to be successful as a retail trader by just trading Forex alone and no other. Yeah, it is. It's possible, but also I would say it's not possible to become extremely successful with one sources of income. It's not. You have to have multiple sources of income. You have to build multiple sources of income. Like when I first started trading, I saw what was missing in this industry, right? The Forex industry. So all the sources of income I have right now, except for my real estate portfolio, it's all around the Forex industry. You know, trading, magic keys, education, brokerage, funding company we're starting. We're looking to start a crypto exchange as well. All that is built around this industry, you know, so you got to see what's out there that's not being provided to people or where the gap is and just work on that. Hey Rajabai, hope you'll put some light on EU as well. Well, this comment was from a channel called Gaming and Trading. All right, let's take a look at EU over here. I don't usually do this, but since this is a special request, then I read it by accident, so we're going to take a look at that one now. All right. All right. Oh, EU looks pretty nice to potentially continue higher. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good. The 30-minute candle is going to close in about, what, 11 minutes. You have the 15-minute. Oh, yeah, you got to wait for the 30-minute candle to close. You got to wait for the 30-minute candle to close. If this closes bullish, a strong bullish candle, I think that's a pretty good move to go up. Yeah. Ordered magic keys, but still yet to ship. Been a few days. Okay. It probably takes around maybe like 72 hours, 3 days for the order to be processed. If not, then you can just email support and see what they say. All right, let's take a look at this analysis over here. This is on candle closing on sells below 159.428. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Clean range. Maybe come down to fill this wick. Looks good. Gold is breaking. Awesome. Let it break. No problem. This is a no trade zone here for me. How big is this range? It's like a 48 pip range. It's like a no trade zone. Because if we break above 1928, holy, look at this range right here. This is clean traffic. This is where you make money quick and you make money fast, right? All this area right here, this is a speculative area where you're like, oh, we're breaking above. I just opened my charts. I haven't taken a trade. I have to take a trade now because we're breaking above. And you take a trade. You take a trade and you see price consolidated here before and now you're stuck. Now you're just like, oh, I hope gold pushes up. Hope gold goes up. Hope there's volume. You know, if it goes up, you get rewarded for your dumbass mistake right here. But if it goes down, you basically lose. But if gold pushes beyond 1928, 1929, you're like 90%, like, you know, 90% probability is in your favor for price to move up. So you have to choose where you're going to execute. When do you think the funding company will start? Probably in May. When we have more details, we're going to announce it. Took this trade in the morning. All right, let's take a look over here. So, candle closed weak. Bullish candle, small body candle in 15-minute. Waited for the next one to create a top wick, then break the low. Okay. Close 50% when rest of the position hit stop loss. Oh, I think you could have just closed everything at this candle that closed like this, like that right there. You could have closed everything because it basically, you know, it's respecting support over here. This wick or this wick? Both. We'll see. Like above 1928 would make sense. So yeah. How would someone apply to be a programmer for your crypto exchange? The crypto exchange idea came to my mind maybe like 4 days ago, so it hasn't even conceptualized yet. But when it does, we'll let you know. I already own magic keys, but can you set buy sell stops? Yes, you can. I think you need to go through the thing over there. What's it called? The manual of magic keys. How would someone apply to be pro? Okay, when are your sessions? I'm waiting for a session yesterday, but yeah, it's only on Monday and Wednesday and Thursday or Friday. If it's a no trade zone, how you could have caught the candles up? You couldn't have, because there was no confirmation. There was no confirmation. Every move is not a move that's a tradable move. You know, you have to choose which one you could have caught. You know, like I was looking for sells on gold right here, but there was no confirmation for me to take the sell. So now I'm just waiting for price to break above this area to move up and see what it does. Any comment about ADP? Yes, we gotta wait till ADP. Can you help me with the GJ fake out an hour ago, please? An hour ago on GJ fake out, there was no trade at all in GJ, so there was no fake out. Would you say you enjoyed London sessions while you were away compared to NY? The opportunities were there, and I think I capitalized on those opportunities. I think the opportunities were there. When you wait for executing the plan, you understand on gold. Yeah, that's true. What is major keys? Oh boy. Magic keys. Magic keys. This is magic keys. So nice. Kind of sounds like major keys. I'm trying to transfer my funds from payment account to investment account. Make sure you open your investment account as a social trading account. So if you go to dominionmarkets.com, all the resources are there for you guys. You just gotta open your eyes and look at the resources. So you go to incentives, you go to leaderboard and social trading, and all information is right here. Everything you need to do. It even says right here, social trading. Everything. All right. Would you have took that buy after the bullish? I'm not sure what pair you're talking about, John. Are you looking for sells on GJ? No, I'm looking for sells maybe below 159,600. Maybe. But I don't like that at all. What would be a good move on a gold sell? I think below 1916. Would you have took that buy after the bullish candle closed above the range? Above this range? No, because there wasn't enough range. I mean, there was a problematic area somewhere over here, like, 30 some pips away. Even on the 15-minute, there was nothing. There was resistance here. Is it fine for a beginner to trade gold? Sure. Does the broker accept US clients? Yes. Choose crypto as your country and you can continue as normal. I wanted to know your course is only available on May because I've been saving up to be purchased, but I don't know when I can. In May. In May, the link is going to be there and you can get on that. Can I send an old chart for review? No, don't waste your time and don't waste my time and our time and the Gulag's time. Old charts, keep them to yourself. Got crushed in the beginning when I started trading gold. Had 0%. That happened to me too when I first started gold. I got crushed. Crush is a small word, man. Demolished on gold. But the main thing is you just gotta watch gold how it moves. That's it. If it's your first time trading gold, just watch. Just watch what happens when New York opens. Watch what happens when ADP comes. Watch what happens when NYSE opens. Watch what happens when London closes. Watch gold what happens when, like, in half an hour after Asian open. Watch what happens to gold at pre-London. So these are 3 sessions you got to choose. Which session you're going to focus on. And you choose one session and just watch. Just watch. Be in no rush to make money. Because the more you're going to chase money, the more the money is going to run away from you. So yeah, don't do that. If you have a stop loss below the current candle with 30 pips, it's never going to be 30 pips. It probably is going to be on the 15-minute time frame, but I'm going to manage risk. Yeah, which pair will be good volume in Asian session? Mr. Admin, you need to go through the database. Do you guys even go through the database? Do you? Should I just delete the database? I mean, seriously. Do you guys even go through the database? Like, come on, man. What's this, admin? I think you should change your name to newbie, bro. You should just go to the database. Go to the database. Like, there's a section in under the reading section. It says currency pairs in sessions or something like that. Answers your question right there. Or you guys just ask questions just to ask a question. Yeah, I mean, you guys are paying $500. Are you guys paying $500 for a Zoom link? Come on, man. There's a whole database there, which is updated every 2-3 weeks. Shit. All right. I wrote everything down on a map so it burns into my head. That's awesome. How much pip is a 15-minute candle? You can measure that. Just take a ruler and start measuring the 15-minute candles. Okay, let's take a look at this chart. This is pound yen. Thinking of impulse entry above this candle for price to move up like this? Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. That's what I'm looking for here as well. Break above 16400. Oh wow, look at that. Euro USD is on its way. On its way to fill all the way up over here. It's the best database ever. Performing the banks, you know. They're doing extremely well. I'm considering to go to Miami in person in September. I think the in-person sessions, they are really, really, really beneficial in terms of online. Anything in person is just so much better than anything online. Did you hear about the guy who invented the knock knock joke? He won the Nobel Prize. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, let's take a look at this trade here. Impulse buy above this wick. Yes, I like that. I like that. There's a Miami boot camp. Yes, somewhere in September. We're aiming for September. August, September. So getting roasted in person is definitely better. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, like getting roasted in person is so much better. You understand stuff so much better as well. It's for beginners, it's for profitable traders. It's just truly, truly amazing. Every time I do the in-person course, like when I deliver it, every time I learn something new. Every time. There's something new we learned the other day. And since we have time right now, like, you know, since there's nothing happening, so I'm just going to go over what we learned in the most recent one in the London one was that, let's say, for example, you have a 30-minute candle right here, right? You have a 30-minute candle, and I'm going to go through this in a very, very normal pace. If someone doesn't understand it, you got to go learn about candles, right? This 30-minute candle, and then one 30-minute candle consists of two bullish 15-minute candles, right? Hypothetically speaking, right? So perfect. So let's say, for example, you take a buy right here on the 30-minute time frame, right? You take a buy at this time frame, and the next 15-minute candle drops down, right? And the next 15-minute candle drops down like this. Now, if the next 15-minute candle drops down like this, this means that maybe it's forming the lower wick of the 30-minute candle. And if I've taken a buy at this point, I'm not going to close 50% or nothing. I'm just going to hold it, right? Because if it's making a lower wick, then it has the potential to go up. So I'm going to keep my position open. But if for some reason this 15-minute candle breaks the low of the 15-minute candle, the previous one, then I'm closing 50%. Right? So if the 15-minute candle closes bearish and it doesn't break the previous low, I'm keeping the whole thing open. I hope no one says, can you please repeat that? Because it's literally now saved on the YouTube live stream, so you can go there and rewatch that. So that's something, you know, I realized during our Dubai boot camp we had early March, and then moving on to London. Hey Roger, question on leaderboard. Recent requirements for qualifying based on IG post says that drawdown has to be below 20%, maximum 20%. Maximum 20%. Its drawdown is calculated as your overall drawdown. Like your, let's say your drawdown from one trade was 2%, the second trade was 4%, so your total drawdown is going to be 6%. Any dates? There are no dates at this point, but it's going to be somewhere in September. Hypothetically speaking, maybe the 9th to 11th September, second week of September. Yeah, but nothing's written in stone. So don't go ask for vacation days yet. You know, so basically, if you enter a position on a 30-minute time frame, get stuck with it. The 15-minute time frame going to be, which will manage risk. Yes. Please, what's your skin routine? I talked about that in one of the live streams. Lubriderm. Oh yeah, that's what I use. Lubriderm lotion. Oh, it's it's a gray lotion right here. This is what I use. This is the white one. There was a gray one. There's a gray one. They don't have it here. They only make that for Raja Banks. Sorry. Yeah, they don't have it here. Yeah. Is it true that when candle closes away from above the resistance, not to take an entry when the candle breaks previous high? Yes. Breaking the high or the low, there's a high probability for price to move. How much is your course cost? You can't find it. Sorry. Bootcamp in Germany? Yeah, maybe somewhere in Europe in the summertime. So we'll see. Would you recommend entering off the 15-minute or the 30-minute time frame? Both. You have to use the information that's presented to you, and then you have to identify whether the 15-minute will make sense or the 30-minute is going to make sense. Could have taken the gold trade on the 1-hour chart. Nope. There was nothing for me personally. Nothing. Because this means low volume. So it didn't fulfill my criteria to take a trade. Do you miss the London lifestyle? No. I would go broke in maybe 3 years if I choose the London lifestyle. I have a bad spending habit when I'm with family and friends, man. I gotta stay away from my friends. And I gotta stay away from... No, the family's gonna stay here, but yeah, like bad spending habit. Okay, so what's happening here? My dad said next year for my college graduation he was going to give me a C8 Corvette. Do you think I should sell it for 20-30K profit or keep it for 6 months to a year? It depends where you live, you know. If you live in a place where cars are basically assets that you can sell it for the same price or more after like 2-3 years, go ahead. Like here in Pakistan, cars are assets. Like if you put a, you know, $70,000, $80,000 in a car, 6 or maybe not even 6, like maybe 3-4 years down the road, you're gonna sell it for more, 100%, or you're gonna sell it for the same value. So it depends on where you are. You live in the US. Yeah, I don't know. Like if is it a special Corvette? How are you gonna make 20-30K profit on a Corvette by keeping it for 6 months? That's something you got to look into. How does it feel being able to travel the world whenever you like? It would have felt nice. It would have felt nice if we could do it without the kids. Once you get kids in the picture, yeah, you really got to plan stuff. Why is it an asset? Because car prices in Pakistan go up. Does car prices increase in Pakistan over the years? Oh yeah, like not even over the years. Over the span of 6 months, your car is going to go up. Here, you know, like I bought my car, my SUV here for, let's say, like $54,000. I can sell it today for 56. Not even a penny less. Your family watch the streams? No. They don't even know I do the streams. Except for the ones close to me. But yeah, I'm looking for gold buys at 90.28. Maybe if... Yeah, see, yeah, maybe, we'll see. I watched the last video. Is it true that candle without any shadow can change direction? That's correct. Does your opinion on the current situation of Pakistan's president leadership? What's your opinion on the president? I don't really care about politics at all. Politics hasn't really helped me at all. Government hasn't really helped me at all, so I don't really think about that. Let's see here. Why did you pick this zone as opposed to this zone on gold? Okay, yeah, I'll pick this one right here. Yeah, my bad. So yeah, if you do break below this, then You got like a 20 pip range. We'll see. Here it must be used. They don't hear you at the same time talking to a laptop. Nope. Actually, talking to two 4K screens, not a laptop. But no. No. Houses here are made of cement and brick, so they're pretty soundproof. Like, rooms are pretty soundproof. What was the biggest mistake you ever made in trading desk? The biggest mistake I made in trading was trading other people's money. Yeah, I think that was the biggest mistake. Do you only take entry based on 15-30 minutes? And I know a lot of people are doing the same thing right now. You gotta stop it. You gotta stop. You're digging yourself a hole at this point. You have to stop trading other people's money. People will give you money to trade. You will gladly take it, and you'll promise them a return. You won't be able to give them the returns, and then it's going to be turned into a big shit show. So you got to pay them back, give all their money back, and stop this racket. Why trading other money is a big mistake? Do it. Try it. Oh, phone call. Ugh. Not that important yet. What's up, Pudinias? Oh, wow, man. Language, bro. Come on. When are we getting an African boot camp? Pudinias. It only makes sense if you say it with an accent. With that accent. Only then it makes sense. Holy. I noticed you don't stand anymore. What made you do the change to a chair? Because the table power outlet, it's too far away from the other electrical outlet, and I don't want to go through the trouble. What happened to Monty on Trader's Domain? What happened? I have no idea. What do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator. Haha. This isn't necessarily true. My dad drove his car from a dealership to the auction, sold the car for... Oh, nice. Very nice. Good, good. Do you have any information about the rules of upcoming Dominion funding? No. Zahid from Norway, याद होगा आपको? नहीं याद. Maybe, शायद. Maybe. I want to learn from you how to trade gold. You can learn from me every day how to trade gold. Every day. We got 20 minutes left. So I'm going to trade gold today within the next 45 minutes. So start taking notes. Jesus. When someone calls you 2 times, it's important. So let's take this call. All right, what's going on over here? Why don't you ask your father to give you the money instead? Save the hustle? Yeah, that's true too. Okay, what's going on over here? So pound yen, just waiting for price to break above 16400. Let me write this down here for people who can't read. Potential buys above 16400. All right, that's what I'm looking at right here. And even looking at this would make sense. Above 16400, you got this clean range till this point this point right here. Do you only take entry based off the 15-minute or the 30-minute chart? It truly depends, you know. I mean, it truly depends. If let's say a 15-minute candle closes above 160,350, right? And that's the first 15-minute candle off the 30-minute candle, then I'm going to wait for the complete 30-minute candle to close, especially when we have this rejection right here. Because all I need is a 30-minute candle to probably close like this, up here, and then take the buy on the next one and expect it to move up, and that's going to be the trade right there. That's it. Whether it's 15 pips, 20 pips, 40 pips, 12 pips, whatever, that's going to be the trade. So till then, yeah, till then, just waiting at this point. All right, Gulag. Pindy boy, pindy boy. What variables you look for when taking trades against the direction of the daily candle? Mainly if, let's say, the daily candle is bullish. Okay, let's take a look at the daily candles right here. Let's take a look on pound yen right here, right? So, okay, so the pound yen daily candle is bearish at this point, right? We made a high, we went to the highs where we were post Brexit back in 2016. Now the candle is bearish at this point, and like, you know, for someone new, they'd look at this and say, okay, you know what, trend is up, but this daily candle is bearish, so there's a possibility for us to go bearish. But when you take a look at the smaller time frames are going to give you some better information that, okay, excuse me, even if the 30-minute candles are bearish, no, the daily candles are bearish, you can look at the smaller time frame and it just makes sense for price to move up, like have a higher probability for price to move up above 16400. You know, so those are the things you need to look at, where candles are closing, how big are they closing, are you in the time when there's volume in the market? Like right now, there should be a lot of volume right now, but there is no volume, right? So if you look at the time, this was what? This was pre-London. Pre-London had no volume. London Open happened, no volume. Pre-New York had a little bit of volume, but nothing. Even at this point, there's nothing, right? So if you take a look at this, pre-London, no volume. London Open, no volume. Pre-New York, dead. We're moving into New York Open right now. New York Open, if that's going to have volume, then we're going to see some zones breaking, right? If New York Open has no volume, then the next time there's going to be volume is going to be your, what is it? What? ADP. ADP. What advice would you give to a 17-year-old? Finish school, go to college, get a degree, go to university, have options. You know, if you're under 20 and if you're making trading your end all be all, man, you're going to be in for a rude awakening right now. What advice would you give to a 35-year-old? Well, it just depends. Just depends what situation there is. I would say try to invest money in like real estate, anything like, you know, pre-construction, whatever that is. My dad had actually told me he would fund me to trade, and I immediately said I appreciate it, but that would just put unnecessary pressure on me, decline his funding. That's awesome, Gabriel. That's amazing, because that's a whole lot of pressure. Like when you lose your own money, that's okay. That's not okay, but that's okay. But when you lose someone else's money, man, that's a whole nother ball game at that point. You know, because 90% of people, they don't understand how much they're risking, how much they're giving away. You know, and in the start, they may say, oh, yeah, it's okay. Even if you lose it, I trust you, it's okay. But when it's really done and dusted, then it's like, oh, shit. What advice for a 60-year-old? Be gentle. I think we should be the ones asking you for advices, to be honest. Like, you know, Dave, how'd you get to look that good at 60? You know, that's the advice I want to know because I know I'm going to be old and fragile when I'm 60. Um, do you know any other trader in Pakistan? His name is F. His name is I Fuk a lot. I don't know. Oh, I know what you did over there. Goddamn gulag. I yield the. Will gold buy be an impulse entry or you'll enter on confirmations? I'm going to enter on some sort of confirmations. If ADP presents some sort of volume, I'm probably going to enter on that. What's best? What's this? Something was related to investment over here. What's your worst experience in trading? The process is hard. Raja, any tips? Man, my worst experience was when I got slipped on USD CAD interest rates. I had a buy stop, a 10 lot buy stop on my $16,000 account. The spread activated that buy stop and price just dropped. And my stop loss slipped by 80 pips. I lost 8 grand like that within a second. I saw minus 8,000. I'm like, oh shit, this is not good. And I closed the position. And then I opened a 1 lot sell. And that went in a drawdown as well. Yeah, so that was my worst experience. That's when I knew how fast you can lose money in the markets. And oh shit, it was super bad. A very long time I didn't see Raja review cannabis. Cannabis? Yeah, it's good. It's good. Is it better to buy or sell gold after wick? You have to see what information you're being presented. Like right now, NY Open is going to start in about 9 minutes, and from my experience, if we break above this high right here, I think there's a very good possibility we can continue pushing up with NY Open. So I may be willing to risk something on that. I think that may be a trade based on haste, but we shall see. Is there any reason why you decided to be this transparent? Yeah, because no one else was. You know, there was a gap in the market. There was a big gap in the market because every product or service, let's say I launch at this point, there's going to be a very high demand because there's trust built at this point. There's rapport built on this point, and that is being built, you know, around being transparent. That's it. And that was the biggest gap in the market. Like if you look at all Instagram influencers right now, you know, like Daniel Savage, you got Q Banks, you got Astro Guys, you got Raul and all. You look at all these people right here, right now, you look up their Instagram accounts, you scroll through the feed. Now I'm not hating, I'm just stating what I see. I'm not hating. I talked to Raul too, good friend, but this is something very true. You go through the pages, all those like Mamba effects and all those, you know, you go through the pages, they're all the same pages. All supercars and flashy lifestyle, it's all the same. So I saw a gap. And the gap was no one was transparent. No one had a track record. And I was like, okay, you know what? If I can be transparent, if I can have a track record, I think in this industry we can make a change. So that was a very, very big step. Osman from London, account funded, going to start real trading today. Watch your impulse entries video in database. Do the due. Oh, dua. Oh, yeah. Inshallah, it's going to be good. Someone supported you in the beginning of your journey, or you didn't tell anyone? I didn't tell anyone. You know, like whatever you start in life, you tell people. A lot of people are going to say it's not right. It's not going to work. No one does this. They're not saying it from the context of hate. They're saying it from context of love because they don't want you to fail. You know, there are people who say it from the context of hate, you know, or maybe like, you know, their perspective is different. They don't see the same things as you do. You know, so I've learned whatever you start something, keep it to yourself, you know, or keep it within the community who's already in that space and then do whatever you want to do. How's the Pudinas are you guys? Pudinas. What were you selling back in Canada when you worked as salesman? Door-to-door sales. We were selling water filters door-to-door. But he was the most highlighted profitable trader in FTMO. Okay. Everyone have a story of someone losing all his money in Forex and ended up committing suicide. Oh, I never heard about someone who committed a suicide. I've never heard about that story, but you know, I'm sure that happens every day. What's your stream record? What? What's your on-stream record? I'm new here. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you think about the possible sell in GJ? I think you need to send a chart to talk about sells. I'm looking at maybe sells below 159,700. Maybe. A big maybe. Nothing set in stone yet. But all this right here, this is a no trade zone for me. No trade zone. This is goat shit right here as well. Goat shit. Like, you know, when you walk in a park, you step in goat shit, you're like, oh man. So that's what it is right here. No trading zone. Hey Raja, I'm from India. Thank you. I mean the record of your trades taken on stream. I never kept track of that. Any thoughts of coming to Melbourne, Australia when the World Cup opens? No. Can you give me a shout out to my dad? His name is... See, your dad's name can't be bent over. Can't. Impossible. With your name being a Polish name or somewhere in that area, your dad's name cannot be bent over. Boot camp in Pakistan, maybe. It's so good to have you back on the live stream. Oh, thank you. Niger, Delta, UK. Dodged a bullet right there. You should consider EU camp boot. Do you think you could have reached your level of success without finding Ted? I don't think so. Whatever I've done so far, I've always said, hey, like, you know what? Ted has been the biggest stepping stone here. How'd you find Ted? On Instagram. I actually found 3 people whom I was gonna learn how to trade. Number one person was they were AstroFX, right? AstroFX were the first ones I found. Now I'm like, yeah, no, they were the second ones I found. But the reason why I didn't go with them was because, one, it was too expensive. It was like 2,000 pounds. It was like, holy shit, man, it's too expensive. Akil Stokes already had videos there, so it was like, okay, you know, it makes sense. Then there were 2 guys. There was Nino from Mississauga, Nino. Oh, maybe Bing doesn't read that yet. So Nino _ NK. Yeah, I think this was it right here. Nino NK. Do we get the... Yeah, this guy right here, right? This was the second guy I found, and I looked through the page. I'm like, okay, yeah, it makes sense, you know, flashy, this and that. Okay, awesome, good, nice, you know, got money and all that. I'm like, okay, cool. And then the third one was Ted, and that was through him. That was Ted, and Ted was open and honest about everything. You know, he was open and honest about everything. He was sharing his charts. He was sharing why he took the trades and all that. And that's what I wanted to go like, you know, because at this time when I was looking at trading, I already had a successful, you know, like $250,000 business at that point. We were generating that every year, and these things didn't really concern me. I wanted to really make more money on the sidelines, you know. So Ted was the person I was like, okay, you know what, makes sense. He lives like maybe like 30 minutes away from me at that time, and it was awesome. You should open Raja University of Trading. I will be the first one to come, guaranteed. We already have a university, virtual university, market fluidity. How come we didn't see you there? Could you shout out my dad? Paul Backskin. I don't know what that means. All right. Yeah, we got 2 minutes left for the NY Open, and the devil inside me is saying execute at NY Open, but the brain inside me is saying wait for ADP. So yeah, maybe go with a lower lot size here. We got 2 minutes left over here for NY Open. Wait for ADP? You think so, Albert? Okay. Okay.
Yes, yes. Hello, hello, Raja.
Hello, bro.
How are you?
Good, man. Good.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, wait for ADP. I think it's better.
Okay. Logically, if we do break above, what's this price? 1925.70. Logically, with NY open, we should continue pushing up. But the 15-minute candles are closing weaker and weaker. That's correct. He owns his broker, so that money is fake. We've heard that before. So who gives me the withdrawals, man? You ever heard about a bar named Liquor in... Alright. Yeah, see, with the way it's closing at this point, it's just very tough. Very tough. How much amount of fees for MT5 platform? It's like 25,000 per month just to rent the MT5 servers. 25,000 a month. And then you got fees for the technicians, you got fees for support team, you got fees for liquidity providers, you got fees for aggregators. So yeah, it comes up to a lot. Yeah, see the 30-minute candle closed weak, bullish candle. Not interested in a buy at all. Nah, not interested. What's Ted's Instagram? He doesn't have Instagram yet now anymore. If you can find it, you can find it. Boot camp in Hong Kong. We'll see. We shall see. I think a lot of people here, we feel the same about you, like the same you feel about the unicorn. Yeah. Man, I'm a small fish. You guys have to understand. I'm a small fish. Look at guys like Bill Gates, Elon Musk. Look at those guys. Look at guys like Warren Buffett. Look at guys like, guys on Shark Tank. My net worth is maybe I'd say like 5 million, 4 million. Man, like guys are out there, they have like, their net worths are in like hundreds of millions. Don't compare yourself to me over here. I'm a very small fish. Yeah, I'm not really interested in these buys here at all. It's just junk. Look at pound yen, nothing. We got to break above 160, 400. Oh, okay. I've been on this trading journey for almost 6 years, not profitable yet. I really don't want to give up. What's your advice? Focus on 1 or 2 trades a day. That's it. 1 or 2 trades a day. Let's take a look at this chart here on GU. GU is, took a buy here. Now see, look at this, right? This was your original confirmation for the trade, hypothetically speaking, but now you're entering on a trade which has already moved up 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. Now you got to ask yourself, what's the probability of price to continue pushing up rather than having a retracement? Because the further away price moves from a rejection zone, in this case it was right here because we formed support, the higher the probability for it to retrace a bit. So you got to keep that in mind. Yeah, look at that gold. One thing I like about gold here on the 30-minute time frame here is now that this was support. We had resistance, and this candle closed above support, right? I was going to say that if we can reject this area, then we could go up, but since we're breaking down now, so I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe we basically have to wait for ADP now, I guess. Right? We gotta wait for ADP, but this is what I like here. We broke above this area. We need to reject it to continue pushing up. If I buy the lifetime market fluidity, then I'll be able to join a community. Yes. How you withdraw money from your broker? I place a request to liquidity, and liquidity sends money over, and that money is distributed to my account. Same goes for any other person who does withdrawals. Like in the last year, 12 months, we've done over $15 million in withdrawals so far for all our clients. 15 million. And that was like, wow. Just maybe like 4 months ago, we were at 5 million, something like that. 3-4 months ago. But man, Putin and all this volatility in the market, people made a killing. They made a killing in the last 4 months. How can I open Dominion MT5 account on my MacBook? You can use that by using Parallels. I use MT5. Should I increase my account size because I'm not taking small accounts seriously? No. If you're not taking small accounts seriously, you're not going to take a big account seriously at all. Don't do that. Would you say there's someone in Dominion market that earning the same amount as you? No, there's one person, their account is at, I think the last report we got was around 300,000, 340,000, but they keep withdrawing like 15,000 a week. 15,000, 15 to 18,000 a week. That's what they do every week. Okay. Let's see here. मैंने भी अपना खाता. What? Hey Raja, मैंने भी अपना खाता उड़ा दिया है. अब मैं क्या? Okay, so the question is, hey man, I just blew up my entire account. What should I do? Redeposit? Or maybe go over your problems? You know? Do you tell us before you enter a trade if you join a Slack group? Fuck no. No. No, sir. If I do that, I'm running a signal service. And if I'm running a signal service, I want to get paid monthly. At least $150 a month. So there's no signal service. Why don't you trade in these two?
Just do it, man.
Oh, just do it? No, man.
Just do it.
Providing signals.
I'm sure so many people will follow you.
Yeah, but it's a full-time job. You know? It's a
That's also correct.
It's a full-time job, and it's like your signal goes wrong, the people start messaging you, and they're like, look at the amount of stress Daniel Savage goes through.
Yeah, that's also correct.
He's emotional all the time. You know, it's not worth it at all.
Yeah, in your situation, yes, it's
not worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I make enough to not get that headache.
Yeah. That's true, man.
Like, if you think about it, it's totally unnecessary because everything you need to get yourself up and going is already given to you for free. Now, if you want to pay for it, that's up to you. But as far as the signal services, there's absolutely no need for that.
That's correct. Yeah, I agree with that. All right, what's this chart? Pound yen. What do you think of buys if 15 minute candle close? Yeah, I think it's good. That's what I'm looking at over here as well. Looks good. Where is this guy talking from Mars? All right. We got 8 minutes left for ADP news. And then we'll see what happens. 8 minutes left. My setup on Magic Keys is very simple. I've kept default settings on Magic Keys. The only thing I've changed is this right here to 90%. That's the only thing I've changed. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm almost at, we are almost, well, it's totally just me, but I like to say we. We're almost at 150 subscribers. This is crazy. These whole live streams started as a joke. If anyone knows ADP affects GJ, the only way ADP is going to affect GJ if there's going to be a huge change in numbers, right? You look at the numbers right now, they're expecting 455,000 from 475,000. If there's a big difference in the numbers, that's going to affect the dollar, right? And then that's going to affect the yen, and then yen is going to affect pound yen if there's a huge change, right? And all what you're going to see is like a big wick, and that's it. What's happening with Imran Khan, the Prime Minister of Pakistan? No idea. I've emailed Dominion Marcus with the magic keys. We actually ran out of stock, but it's going to be coming up by tomorrow. Will Magic Key ever support Mac? Yes. On Parallels, you can use it. Would you ever have someone take your place for live streams when you are big enough? Never. Never, ever, ever, ever. I think the only reason the live streams are what they are is because, I mean, any program you choose, right? Any program. Can anyone replace Simon Cowell from American Idol? No. You know, like the only reason I used to watch that show because of Simon. That's it. Because the way he would roast people there. You know, and a show is only popular because of the host. And if you change the host, you bring on something new, maybe that guy won't be able to vibe, you know, the way I vibe with people, the way I vibe with the Gulag. You know, I've seen a lot of streams, and a lot of streams, there's a lot of like dead noise, like dead space, like there's this silence, and I don't like silence. You know, I don't like silence at all. I like to just keep on going and going and going and keep on talking, because a lot of people, they listen to live streams as a form of, like, you know, a podcast. You know, like I know guys who listen to live streams while they drive, you know. So, bro, I was talking about the Simon with mom when she was watching American Idol. The show will never be the same. That's correct. That's correct. Does Dominion Marcus support Will Smith? No, I think Will Smith is an emotional wreck, man. And I mean, I do think, I don't know, I think it was staged. I think it was all staged. I mean, at that level, where Will Smith is, where he's untouchable, you just don't do that out of the blue. You just don't. Can't do that. And at that, yeah, you can't at that level. And it was a small joke. It was a small, very small joke. G.I. Jane, if you guys have seen G.I. Jane from 1994, 1995, yeah, it was I think it was all staged, man. But anyway, all that event took people's attention off of the war of Russia and Ukraine. It took people's attention off of the deadly virus, which everyone should get vaccinated against. Right? Yeah. So, I mean, hey, like, you know, hey, look, this is very nice. The company selling Chris Rock's ticket has never seen such a spike in their sales. You know? I mean, yeah. From Portugal. Hey, I'm from Portugal. When you start controlling your emotions after 8K loss, how do you manage to recover? Here's the thing. Whenever you take a loss, never think about making that loss back, because that's already gone. You already lost that money in the market. You can't focus on making that loss back. Focus on getting the next trade right. If you've made that loss back by increasing the lot size because you felt this is going to be a good trade, like you're in a fucking casino, it's not going to happen. You know, because when you go to the casino, you feel like you're going to win now. You can't use that same mentality in trading. You can't take a trade and say like, oh, I feel I'm going to win, so I'm going to double down on my risk. No, don't do that. That's how you lose big, you know. Do you take partials lesser than your risk? Yes.
Preach.
Oh.
Preach.
Yes, sir. Michael Owens. We both know much more about that. Man, I used to do that all the time. Like, I take a loss, I was like, okay, yeah, next one is going to be the win. Oh, gold's moving now. Are we going to break this high and go on towards 1928? Or is this just going to be a break of the wick and retrace on down? We got ADP coming in about 2 minutes here as well. Oh, all right. We broke above the high, NY open, volume is here, executed buy at this point. Stops are, yeah, that's kind of a big stop right here. Probably right here, 170 pips right here, 180 pips right here. Yeah. I'm surprised you have 3K members in Market Fluidity, only 300 show up for the stream. Yeah, most are like duplicate members. Some are from, like, you know, the older groups we had, inactive and stuff like that. You took the wrong trade, pal. Okay, okay, I'm gonna stick to this trade because this is the trade I like to take. And this is not a wrong trade. I think there's a very high possibility I can secure at least 10 pips out of this trade and close partials at 10 pips, like closing 90%. Took the wrong trade, pal. Guy tells me I took the wrong trade. Look, secured partials right here, stops at break even. Boom. Pal made 3,700. Now Pal's gonna hold the rest of the trade. Maybe it's gonna get stopped out at break even. Took the wrong trade.
That's funny, huh? What the fuck?
Yeah.
It was the devil voice.
the devil voice, exactly. Now we got ADP here in like 30 seconds. And if this shoots up to the moon, oh wow, man. Oh wow, crazy. Yeah, so see how Magic Keys works, man? So quick. One press of a button, boom, secured 90%. Now stops right break even. This is like a free trade now. You know, if it goes down, I secured profits. If it goes up, then I made more money than what I expected to make. Right? This is the ADP candle starting now. And if it goes up, it goes up. Raja says no buys until price breaks 1928 and then just buys now. Yeah, but I did it in front of you guys. You know, I didn't just do it in the shadows and say, oh hey, by the way guys, I took a buy earlier on. So yeah, I mean it. Oh, let's see what the numbers are here. What did pound yen do? Nothing. ADP numbers are out. Boys, let's take a look at these numbers here. Oh, it's the same. Around 20 pips, 22 pips. You know, I mean, we're at this resistance here. Yeah, so I think that was a pretty good trade. Up about $1,000 now on this. Oh, damn! Close this right here.
Wrong trade,
50 pips.
Wrong trade.
There you go, man. I mean, took the wrong trade, pal. That's how you make quick gains. You know,
I was gonna say that you could get slip if you have a pending order above it because this has strong resistance.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, yeah, this whole trade made me like total $5,600.
He's buying dinner.
Yep. Come on over to Pakistan. For 10 people, you can get dinner with $5. No, just kidding.
Like, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, no, just kidding. Yeah. But yeah, this is awesome, man. Like I think from this point onwards, price can easily continue pushing up till 1933. So awesome. So for everyone who took the same trade, secured profits, give yourself a round of applause. You know, you won today. The trade actually made sense. We broke above the high. It was NY open, volume time. ADP came. ADP just continued the momentum up and secured partials at 10, 12 pips. Let the rest run. And now when it secured partials, they brought in like, 3,600. And the rest position I let run, that brought in an extra 2,000. So I think this was a very well executed trade here. It's wrong how you exploit the market. They never did anything to you. Well, the markets presented me with information I couldn't pass on. Because now if we take a look on the 15-minute time frame, you can see how... What? I'm using Dominion Markets. Thank you for moving gold since you control the broker. Oh, yeah, man, not a problem. Not a problem. All I had to do was press the button. So this 15-minute candle, it broke the low here first. So when it broke the low here first, I was thinking, okay, yeah, it's not a buy anymore. But once it started breaking the high, I was like, yeah, you know what? There's something happening over here. So I'm new here today. How it works here, please advise. So there was a question asked before. How do you trade gold? So I think this was a very good. Oh yeah, the guy was Sanchit Makar. Took the wrong trade, pal. Oh, yeah, it's okay. But this could have gone against me as well, you know, and then I would have managed my risk. But I'm glad it went in profits. Do you suggest people to follow your trades? No. What is your leverage? 100 to 1. 100 to 1. If this retests the zone, will you re-enter? No, I'm done for the day. I'm done. But if it does a retest around 1928 and you got a support formed, I think there's a opportunity for price to climb much higher. Why did you buy when you did? I explained it. I explained why I buy. Right as I was taking the entry, I explained exactly why I buy. Yeah, so what, it's 8:20. What time is it here? It's 5:30 here. Almost 5:30. Anyway, I'm actually done for the day right here. Oh wow, look at that rejection, son. Wow. See, even if the news was as it came out, this means it's good for the dollar because news came out as expected. Even though it was lower than the previous one, but it came out as expected, that means it's good for the dollar. And if gold doesn't close above, you know, this resistance we have, I don't think it's going up, but it has to close above this area for it to continue pushing up. Have you teach your kids how to trade? No. Such trade, how would you manage it? I managed it. I love you, please adopt me. Oh, okay. Maybe in the new house you can come on here. 52% on gold. Oh wow, very nice. Are you still in Canada right now? No, I'm not in Canada. I'm like half the time in Dubai and half the time in Pakistan. Can Iranian people pass the mini-markets challenge and be funded? Yes. Make your next post a no, the wrong trade, pal. Okay. It's not much of a dare, but okay. I'll do it. Do you think its gold is going up or down? Do you think it could have been better if you closed half and the rest 50 pips? No. 90%. I'm watching you from last year. Man, these guys ask the same dumb bomba-clad questions. Yeah. Nothing has changed. GJ is doing the same. Should wait for the gold. Oh, let's take a look at GJ. No, GJ is not doing the same. GJ has to, because this volume was for gold only because it's backed by the US dollar, right? Right now, GJ is not doing the same. GJ needs to break above this, break and close above this area to move. Did you leave Canada because of tax purposes? No, because of Justin Trudeau. Can you please play the Pindy Boy song in the background? No, I'm going to get demonetized. Like, every live stream makes me $100, you know, and $100 goes a long way. I want those $100. You make a good caption on the Will Smith memes going around. Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, I think this was a very, very good trade. This was one taken in the Asian session this morning. And then this one is there. See, it was risky. That's why I lowered the lot size. Should I enter gold now? No. Yeah, I think. Well, I guess that's about it. I'm going to head off. I'm going to enjoy my day here today. Got some things to do. So take care, everybody. don't overtrade. We will see you tomorrow. Da-da-da-da. Drum roll. Oh, what's this sound over here?
Shut the f up, Steve!
Oh, your USD did a U-turn over here. Didn't go up. Okay. All right. Adios. Bye, Gulag. Take care. Have fun. We'll see you soon sometime. Adios, amigos.